Hello friends, welcome you all on a very important day. Wish you all a very happy Independence Day. On this occasion, I wish our independence keeps growing. The topic what we are going to see today is related to independence. So what is independence? Independence is nothing but doing or taking control of your situation and working in your own terms. Britishers were ruling us. We took control on ourselves and we have started doing things on our own. So that gives lot of freedom to all of us to work without any stress, and the productivity becomes much more bigger. So that is independence to all of us. So at an individual level, what is independence to all of us? It's again nothing different. It is actually taking control of yourself and doing things on your own terms. So how do you achieve that is what we are going to see in this video. So recently I was going through this book by Morgan Housel. In the book Psychology of Money, he's written a very interesting definition which actually changed the way in which I started thinking about money and life. In that he has clearly defined like the ability to do what you want to do, when you want to do, how you want to do, for how long you want to do, and with whom you want to do. Though a slightly longer definition, but I really like the definition because it actually covered the entire spectrum of taking control of one's life. And the most important line which I like the most, or the word which I like the most, is when you want to do. I think today the biggest trouble for all of us is, even if you have got money, assuming you've got enough money, even then you can't decide when you want to do the things which you actually want to do. You can't just plan on a holiday during a weekday and you are expected to return to work the moment the week is on. So when you want to do is the most critical thing, which is nothing but taking control of your time. So taking control of your time is one of the biggest value money can give it to you. So there was a very famous research conducted in US by Angus Campbell, who is a psychologist, during the 1980s. The objective of the study was to identify what brought happiness to individuals. So he interviewed a whole lot of people, and there were a lot of questions which were asked to find out what gave happiness to them. These are elderly couples. So most of them started giving so many answers, and none of them replied saying that it was their salary. None of them said it was their house. None of them said that it was their cars. The underlying answers of most of them came to a common point, saying that to have control of your own life was the underlying denominator of all the respondents. Which means taking control of yourself is the most critical thing, and without taking control of time, I think you can't take control of yourself. Today, taking control of time has become actually a lot more tougher. During the previous generations, people were working especially in the manufacturing related jobs. So they had a fixed time where they walk into the office at about 9, and maybe by the time it is 5, they actually log off. But today, most of our jobs are thinking oriented, which means we are continuously thinking. Whether we are driving to the office or we are out of office, we are continuously thinking, which means though we are much richer than the previous generation, we've got better cars, we've got better houses and whatnot. We are definitely richer than the previous generation, but we are definitely poorer in terms of the happiness because we are starved for time. So how do you take control of your time? If time is one of the most crucial aspect which can give happiness to you, so how do you take control of your time? What if you've been given a situation where you can actually work as per your terms, maybe with a lesser pay? I think many of us can't accept this because a lesser pay can actually dent a big drawback in the way in which we run our families. But what if you can actually create a corpus which starts actually paying you some kind of money, where you can afford to actually take a cut in your salary, because whatever salary cut you are taking, your investment is actually able to support you. I think this can give you a very wonderful control over time, and actually you can be a lot more happier and independent. So as we say, your investment should be the second income to you. In fact, if you can substitute your salary income to your investment income, Of course, it's not easy. You will have to plan so that you can actually create a corpus over a period of time so that the corpus can actually start paying you back. By doing this, you can actually attain what is called financial independence. In this Independence Day, I think the biggest takeaway for all of us is we should all go towards financial independence. India is independent. I think we also should be independent at a financial level. So take those small steps so that we can actually attain financial independence, which can give you a lot of happiness and a lot of time at your disposal. The next video, I am going to tell you something related to what we spoke now on how to actually create that passive income to you from your investments. A step-by-step kind of a process can actually lead you to creating wealth and creating income for you, in turn creating a lot of independence to you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Canary Capital Solution, and press the bell notification icon. Thank you for watching.